In this 10 minutes discussion for our KS exam, today we will be discussing about Karnataka State Organic Farming Policy 2017. Okay, the topic is Karnataka State Organic Farming Policy 2017. Okay, this is the question. What is organic farming? And explain Karnataka State Organic Farming Policy 2017 features. Okay, so two questions are there in the same. So one is organic farming related one, short one. Second one is related with the Karnataka State Organic Farming Policy. So in order to get the proper marks, the maximum marks in your answers, you should address both of the parts of the question. Okay, first one is organic farming. So what is organic farming? We know the farming is becoming organic, or the sources should be organic. What are the sources? The sources in the sense the fertilizers we use, the pesticides we use, the crops we use, so everything should be organic. Then the product, the final product will be organic. So organic agriculture is safe. It is sustainable farming system. Why that word sustainable farming is there? Farming system is there because if we are using artificial fertilizers, slowly the soil will lose its natural fertilization capacity. Soon it will become a dead soil. So organic farming is safe. It is sustainable farming system producing healthy crops without damage to the environment. It avoids the use of artificial chemical fertilizers and pesticides on the land, relying on developing a healthy, fertile soil and growing a mixture of crops. In this way, the farm remains biologically balanced with a wide variety of beneficial insects. So, organic farming, organic agriculture has these benefits. Okay, the second part of the question, organic farming policy. Organic farming policy of any state should contain some basic provisions, and these policies should ensure something. So, organic farming policy should make farming sustainable, remunerative, and respectable to the farmers. And it enhance the natural soil fertility and the productivity, and ensure the soil and water conservation, ensure agriculture biosecurity and food and nutritional security, create and ensure domestic market for organic products controlled by farmers, avoid the use of agrochemicals and other hazardous material, and ensure chemical free water, soil, air, food. So ensure seed, food and sovereignty, promote biodiversity based ecological farming. Let's come to the specific points of Karnataka state organic farming policy. So we know that Karnataka was the first Indian state to formulate its own organic farming policy way back in 2004 itself, and 2017 it revised its policy. So why it revised its policy? Because it wanted to make a lot of changes in that. So this policy of Karnataka state organic farming policy 2017, this policy push will not only take farmers to the next level but also engage them in many ways, from organizing them to educating them, from pushing them towards certification to helping them find a proper connect with the retailers, the retail markets. The policy is a multi-level engagement. Okay, so Karnataka state organic farming policy, it is a multi-level engagement that is designed to shift from traditional farming to a view of recurring drought and erosion of soil quality. So traditional farming were actually overburdened by this normal natural disasters like disasters and pest attack and the soil quality issue. So in that sense, it is very forward looking policy. So for organic farming policy, it's a very forward looking policy, and it provides the farmers with a much needed market linkages. And it policy has many of the provisions. The specific provisions are integrated holistic approach towards organic farming policy has taken by this, encouragement towards biomass production, mixed farming and biodiversity, emphasis on renewable energy sources, integration of animal husbandry with crop production for natural ecological balance, soil and water conservation, including rainwater harvesting, implementation through NGOs, farmers associations, farmers club, cooperatives, self-help groups and through single window approach. So it made these processes very easy. The policy will enable, so this organic policy, this will enable the next level of development of organic farming in the state that has started in 2004 by that policy. Its main aim is to make organic farming mainstream and to transform agriculture in Karnataka into a sustainable and remunerative operation to ensure production of nutritious food by promoting eco-friendly organic farming and market systems. Okay, incidentally, the state has come out with an organic policy way back in 2004. We know that, but a very few farmers actually taken this particular policy then. As part of the new policy strategy 2017, the government proposes to introduce organic farming in mainstream agriculture, focus on regions and season specific crops to ensure increase farm output and income. And such farmers as beneficiaries under various schemes adopt a group centric approach in production and handling and making this organic produce. Okay, so programs under this organic farming policy. The organic farming policy has initiated the following programs in Karnataka: organic village or site programs, conversion of farmers under state government and SAUs for organic cultivation, documentation of organic farming practices to develop packages of practices, research in organic and millet farming, training publicity and propaganda of organics and millets, organic and millet trade fair and exhibition. So 2019 also you must be remembering this millet trade and exhibition conducted in various part of the Karnataka. So market development for organic and millet products, pesticide residue analysis in laboratories to ensure how this program is being implemented properly. There are many areas that the policy wants to touch upon. The government wants to develop diverse channels to market organic products. So we also wants to treat it as an industry. Okay, so we all wants to treat as an industry and offer price incentives to the farmers. So credit and tax rebates for organic industry, then only it will have enough growth. The government of Karnataka, so this is a new policy, Saravaya Bhagya Yojana, more support for organic farmers. Savaya Bhagya Yojana, more support for organic farmers. The government of Karnataka has initiated Savaya Bhagya Yojana in 2013-14. Yes or no? It has this feature. We know that the India scale, if we are taking, India exports organic products around 3,000, more than 3,000 crore rupees organic products in an year. India is exporting to different countries. So, or we can say it is like as more than 3 lakh ton of products to various countries. The top one in this organic farming is soya bean. So Karnataka is very keen to increase its export share in this all India exporting. The state already has a separate body, the Karnataka State Agricultural Produce Processing and Export Council, KAPPEC, Karnataka State Agriculture Produce Processing and Export Council, with co-organized this national trade fair. Okay, so Karnataka wants to actually increase its share. So for that, center has come out with actually two types of certification. See, certification is must for selling any organic products. Central government has come with a two set of certification. One is the national program for organic certification, national program for organic certification, and the participatory guarantee system. Okay, we know that it's this organic products needs to be monitored properly, otherwise we will lose the markets entirely. Quality needs to be ensured. For that, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India has drafted a new rule that no person shall pack, manufacture, sell, distribute any organic food unless they comply with the FSSAI regulations. So this applies the processed food and not to farmers also. To export to other countries, NPOP certification is required. So we have seen NPOP certification. So to export to other countries, it is must. The export to other countries, NPOP certification is required. But it is expensive as it contains QR code. QR coding is there in that. Such a certificate enables the seller to directly sell to the European Union and other markets which have stringent import rules, especially when it is related to food. All these central government policies are in sync with the new organic farming policy that our Karnataka government has brought recently. Okay, I believe you understood the things. Thank you.